Hey guys, hey, it is your girl So Fashion Week TV, and I am back on here with another video for you guys. So Fashion Week TV is a lifestyle, health, beauty, and fashion space here on YouTube. If you like content such as this, I would urge you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Now, if you do subscribe, don't forget to also click that notifications bell, and what that will do is ensure that when your girl uploads content here on the channel, you receive a formal notification. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of today's video. So today's video, guys, is going to be very interesting because we are going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is love. Yes, love. So, can love make you gain weight? That's the topic of today's video. So, if you have been following my journey, you know that your girl started to gain weight when she fell in love. And so I wanted to do some research on that just to see if there is a link between love and weight gain. And I wanted to share some of the information that I stumbled upon. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So when you're single, life seems to be all about you, your schedule, your time, and your goals. But when you become smitten by that special someone, things certainly change. You first catch each other's eye, then you go on your first date, and then after that, it's pretty much history. You cannot even imagine how you ever lived without this person. But unfortunately, there is evidence out there that throws a wrench in the notion that being in a happy relationship is good for your health. New couples tend to go out more, which means that the meals are not as healthy as if you were cooking them at home. New couples also spend a lot of time sipping on cocktails while gazing into each other's eyes. But while sweet and romantic and loving and all that jazz, these new infatuations can lead to weight gain, which can also lead to health problems. So for me, before I met my now husband, I had spent a lot of time at home, which means that I was doing a lot of my own cooking and not really eating out a lot. I had had weight loss surgery, and I had been successfully in maintenance following weight loss surgery for about 4 years when I met my husband. So I had started out at about 238 pounds, and I had worked my way all the way down to 147 pounds, at which point I did have a revision. It was a band to band revision. It was the older lap bands that slipped that I had revised to a realized band, which was one of the newer lap band systems on the market. So just before reconnecting with my now husband, I had a brand new realized band placed in my stomach, and I had been successfully maintaining at 147 pounds just by sticking to the plan, not really going out, eating out as much, not drinking any soda, keeping a consistent workout plan. So yeah, I had maintained my weight for a good long time when I reconnected with my husband. And once we did reconnect, just as I said, we began frequenting restaurants. I was drinking a lot of sweet cocktails, and also his mom did a lot of cooking, and so I was eating her cooking and really not watching my carb intake or anything like that. And yeah, it absolutely led to me gaining 40 plus pounds after maintaining my weight for over 4 years. So now for married couples, anyone who has gotten married knows all of the hard work that we put into getting ready for the big day. But what happens after you take those perfect wedding photos? Now for me, guys, when I went shopping for my perfect wedding dress, I actually purchased the dress 1 to 2 sizes smaller than that I wore at the time, because I was hoping to be able to get down to a particular size through diet and exercise by the time I got married. It didn't actually go that way, and I'll link a video where I talk about that. If you just want to know more details about what actually transpired with that, I did a whole video on it. I actually tried on my wedding dress. So yeah, very interesting. I'll link a card here so that you can check out the video should you want to. But yeah, what happens after you put in all that hard work to look so great on your wedding day? Those photos have been taken, capture that moment. What happens after that? I'm gonna tell you. One study found that if one person in a married couple is obese, then the other partner has a 37% higher chance of becoming obese as well. Most of the research out there on couple weight gain all agrees that the cause is quite simple. Behavior is contagious. You are living in close proximity with someone else, someone who you want to spend all your time with, someone who you want to spend the rest of your life with. More than likely to eat the same things that they eat, behave the same way they behave. So with all of that being said, I want to kind of arm you guys with some tips and tricks on how you can combat weight gain after falling in love. So if you're in a happy, loving relationship, you have to take care of each other's hearts. And we're not just talking about romantically. So the first thing, guys, is full transparency. And I want to mention that first because a lot of us, if we were struggling with obesity, we were depressed, we probably were not in a relationship prior to having weight loss surgery. Once you gain your confidence back and you decide to get into a relationship, you meet someone that means you well and that is good for you, and you get into a relationship, don't be afraid to tell them about your journey and what you're going through. I think the best thing is full transparency. If you can't be honest with the person that you are completely in love with, then there is still some inner work that you need to do. So number one is full transparency. Be honest about your situation and why you can't do the things that everyone else is doing. The second thing is eat out less. I think that there is nothing more romantic and beautiful about a date night in. So if there are things that you can do indoors that will allow you to cook healthy, clean food, then do that. Eat out less. Choose healthy snacks. So if you're doing a date night in and you're watching a movie, there are lots of healthy snack foods that you can purchase to have a healthy snack night in. Exercise together. And this does not just mean going to the gym. Foreplay, sex, all of that is exercise. So yes, exercise together. And lastly, don't skip out on your doctor's visits. Me and my husband, we go for our annual routine physicals together every year. These are things that we schedule together. Even when we go for our dental checkups, for just our routine cleanings, these are things that we do together, because I think that it's good to know that you have someone in your cheering section and supporting you all the way through. So even for something as simple as medical visits, we do that together. And that, guys, is my 5 tips for not gaining weight after falling in love. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.